Hello, everybody. Wait, I'm going to do this. Hold on. Hello, everybody. I tried to get this on over here, and Firefox decided to do an update. There we go. So I can't tell who's all here right now. Come on. Start Firefox. There we go. Be right with you guys. Maybe. Yeah, this computer is getting slower. So let me get it. Wow. Okay. All right. It says 11 is watching right now. So hold on. Started streaming 99 seconds ago. Why is nothing? Okay. Pop out chat. I would have had this ready, folks, but again, Firefox decided to do an update right before I got on here. Okay, there it is. So we got MPN, Zach, Mad Hatter, Richard, Mr. Mick, Derek, Peggy, Multi. Oh, wait. Greasy. Cool deal, guys. Rock Daddy, hey, what's happening? Will, what's going on, guys? Cool, man. It's great to see everybody here. I love that. Thank you. Marshall, Blue. There we go. How's that? Can you hear me now? Was you able to hear me at all? Did you guys hear me in the very beginning? Yes? Okay. All right. Sorry about that. It's the Don't Fret crew. There we go. Thank you, Greasy. Thank you, MPN, Derek, Peggy, Rock, everybody. Cool. Oh, okay. So this is a Wednesday. Tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow, I will not be doing a show tomorrow. I have to do some things for my daughter, so I won't be able to do a show tomorrow, but we will be here Friday and Saturday. So I thought I'd give you guys a heads up, and as I always try to do, this hour of Fretworks is brought to you by my good friend Dane at Zim's Guitars in Mesa, Arizona. A used guitar shop, buy, trade, sell. And you can call him at 480-42-3742 and ask for Dane. Zim's Guitars, where the 80s live on. There you go. Ron, you got a dilemma. Can't decide between rails or no rail black winters. Well, if you want the traditional look, you go the regular black winters. And Rocky, you can tell, I don't think Dane knows I do that, but I pretty much advertise for him for his on every show. The volume pedal is great. There you go. Yeah, Derek, if it was me, I would not go with the rails. I'm more of a traditionalist. So the regular blackout black winters, if you've ever seen those, they're black, and then the Seymour Duncan is written in a gloss black. So it's hard to see, but you got to look for it. And it's like an old English type print. Yeah, I had to make sure today was Wednesday. So, yeah, tomorrow I have to do some things for my daughter at her house, and I won't be here in time to have everything prepped and ready to go. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, the UTB guys are really... What the heck? How in the world did that come on? The UTB guys are not what I was always told they were, and they were obviously not the problem. So check out, there you go. Rocky is the one person I know that has more amps than I do. Throwing a Dimebucker in the Firefly Road. There you go. That'll work, MPN. So I think I do have it in the description of the show. But I will put it here. If you guys want to save 10% on your order at Guyker at checkout, just type this, just like this, for the code at checkout, and you save 10% off your entire order. And it's not, Mr. Mick, it's not a one-time deal. It's good from now on, or at least as long as I'm working with them. So yeah, just type that. But let me see real quick if I could get the oh, wait a minute. We're launching a special June extra incentive for Guyker affiliate members. Kind of cool to get mail like this finally for guitar stuff. Okay, hold on here. I got to find my affiliate link, and I will post it in here too. Okay. Well, already have this. Why is it telling me to do that again? Hold on here, guys. I am looking. Getting a bunch of Guitar Center emails. Okay. All right, hold on. Log in. Guess that's what I do here. Okay. Guess this is it. Yep. Okay, hold on. All right, so here is the referral link. So if you are going to buy anything from Guyker, I guess how this works is you just click on this and it takes you to the Guyker website, and then just order and then put the code in, and you get 10% off too. Oh, mad. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Okay, mad. You got, dang it, wrong thing. All right. I am sorry to hear that. So what did they tell you? If you don't mind, if you don't want to say it here in the chat, you can email me, but that sucks. You don't tell somebody they have creative control, complete creative control, and then just because you don't approve of it, then try to change it, get mad at them, and try to argue with them over it. That's a bunch of crap. That's not creative control. That's creative control within limitations, and that's not what you signed up for. Hey, Lewis. Why? Why is it going to make it look bad? Just wire it up and ship it over and don't worry about it. Man, that just, yep. Yeah, that's crazy. Mad, do you want to come on and explain that? Hey, Brian. You want to come in real quick and give the acquiring minds an idea what's going? Okay. Hold on. We're going to have Matt on here to explain what happened. I am sending you the link right now, Matt. So this is breaking news. You tell them not to use your name anymore. Hey, Uncle Raymond. Hey, Julian. Missed you for the past couple days. All right, Matt, you should have the link anytime here. So we'll do a brief interview with Matt and let him explain the whole story, what happened. And then I'm going to install I don't know if it's burnt chrome, rainbow, or oil stained chrome Guyker tremolo on the rainbow crackle. So check your email. There we go. There's Matt. All right. Hold on here. Let's add him to the scene. Say something, Matt. Make sure I can hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Are you there?
There you go. Yep, we can hear you now.
All right, you can hear me. All right. So
start. Let me spotlight you, but start from what you were told you could do from the beginning, so everybody knows.
All right. Well, if everybody's watched the Guitar Mafia collaboration from the beginning when RJ announced it, he said he was sending it up here and that I was gonna do whatever I wanted, but it had something to do with EVH. Okay, and he was sending it to me, and it was going to be a beautiful guitar, and I had full creative control. And that it he trusted me with the guitar and had no problem with what I was going to do because he's seen my other ones. Everyone's. Uh, I showed the Jackson that I did. On Searching for Tones channel when I first started it. Brian was showing everybody the guitar. And Steve Cassidy showed everybody, so everyone knows like what the guitars look like that I did. And RJ trusted me enough to do it, so I did. And apparently, it because of what I'd put on the headstock, it would make BBM's channel look bad. He doesn't want like people coming in and trolling him because I put a decal and I gave it a title. I don't know, mate. I did what he asked. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Really is. It's messed up, man. Like you don't tell somebody that they have full creative control, and then when you see the final version of it, you're bitching about what I did to it. I was fully transparent through the whole thing, mate. I shared all the pictures, everything that I did. I shared it with him. So, and the fact that it was said that I was possibly trying to hide something more than I was showing. Mate, that's a
So,
slap in the face.
what is the issue with it being on the other channel? I mean, what's the
He doesn't want bad. He doesn't want bad comments coming in. He thinks that people are going to come in and troll him. People that don't like me,
that's
and
crazy.
that's vanity, mate. That's like total vanity. Like thinking about yourself, selfish.
Well,
Like,
I
it's not his project, mate. Like, he didn't even have to do nothing. I could have slapped the fucking Seymour Duncan in that motherfucker, and it would have been fine. And I could have sent it a threat, not myself. I did the threats. Everything's done. All it needed was wiring. That's it. I've done it all. I've done that myself. All my guitars I've done myself.
and you've already sent it.
I sent it to him today, at 4:54 this afternoon.
That's crazy.
Oh boy,
That
see
is
ya.
crazy.
And then apparently I can't be trusted to do a finish on a guitar, even though I was transparent with him through the entire thing, mate. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Are you kidding me?
That's just crazy.
What did I do wrong? Like, I didn't do nothing, mate. I did exactly what I was asked to do.
So because they didn't like this decal, that's what all this is about.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, and apparently, they had something planned for me to. I guess this is what I was told. But this is why you keep people in the loop of shit like this. Apparently they wanted to put something on the headstock that had something related to do with me. Um, I don't know what it was, and I don't know. But if that was the case, mate, they should have told me.
Yeah.
Like, and it would have ruined the fucking surprise. I'm like, mate, what are you talking about? Like, this isn't for me. This isn't my guitar. Like, someone lucky SOB is gonna win it. And yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know what to say. I'm fucking don't know. I'm not doing another one. If anyone wants me to do one for them, like, I'll do it real cheap for them. But I won't do one. I literally put, like, fucking $600-800 paint job on that easily, with all the time and effort and everything, the materials I used to get it done, and then I get spat on and slapped in the face and told I can't be trusted. What the fuck? You're kidding me, right? No, like, sometimes I want to wake up, I just feel like I'm fucking dreaming, but I'm not. This is real, like, being totally shit on after I did exactly what I was asked to do.
That's crazy. You don't say you have complete creative control, then put a limit on it. If that was the case, you could say, well, you got creative control up to a certain point. Then there would, that would be a different story. But to tell someone, do what you want to do, then when you do it, they don't want it or want to change it, then you were lied to. That's not creative control.
Right.
So.
And apparently I'm the fucking ass. I'm the dick in this whole entire situation. Okay, how, I don't know, but whatever. Fucking whatever. I don't know, mate. Whoever. This is the other thing. Like, they wanted to know what paint I used so that they could put just yellow over the top of what I did. I'm like, wait, what? You're just going to paint over it? Oh, BBM's not good at finishes. Well, then why the fuck are you touching it anyway? Oh, well, he's just going to paint over it and he's going to do what he wanted to from the beginning. And what else did he say? Oh, mate, um, that they were going to leave it as an Easter egg. What? This isn't a fucking video game or a fucking movie series, you know? What?
That's crazy. Well, I did the hollow flash for that uh, Leo Jams, and that's going to be the last one, the first and last one I do, because I have my own thing that's starting to come in and get more scheduling going.
Right.
And they did this to you. How long would it be before they would do that to me or anybody else? So
Anybody else?
yeah.
And apparently, like, I was a learning curve for them, and they're going to put stipulations on it now. But you should have done that from the start of this.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you tell whoever
Right.
at the beginning this is how it is. You don't say one thing and then when it's done, oh well, I don't like that, so we're going to change it.
Done when it's fucking done, mate. And he said if it was just him and me, he would have let it fly. But because it's got to go through BBM's channel,
yeah, well,
it don't like it. It's gonna bring bad publicity to his channel.
Well, I mean, you can't control if people get mad and go over there and say stuff.
No one can control that regardless. It happens to everybody. You put yourself on YouTube, you're going to get criticized. I do on my drum covers and I take it, mate. The drummers come on and I take it as constructive criticism. I don't take offense to it, you know, unless somebody's saying completely like out of line bullshit. But I've never had that really happen. Only on my first video, but that's it. Only happened once. Never happened since. So, yeah. And he tried to say that I said, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, mate, because I've talked to everybody in Ron's chat, everybody in basically everyone's chat that I see everybody in all the time. And everyone's telling me how good it looks. And there's like over, between everyone's channels, at least over fucking 400 people, mate, that had told me that, not to mention you and other people that have done this for a long time. Like J Man's another one. He's been working on guitars for a long time. Ted Talks Guitars and Life. He BCG 5150. I mean, these are all guys. Avery from Music and Gear YouTube channel. Everyone said I've done a great job on the guitar, and no one said nothing bad about the headstock, mate. Not one person.
Yeah, that's just that I don't know.
And he tried telling me that, oh, if I look there, I'll find it. I'm like, mate, I have to answer everybody that leaves a fucking comment on my channel. I don't ignore people. I actually answer them, like, from heart. I answer how I would if I was talking to you in person. And he's like, oh, if you got to look harder, you'll find them. Mate, I answer everybody. What do you mean, look harder? I literally am reading them and answering people, and everyone's saying, tell him to leave it alone. I'm like, you gotta go tell him. Like, everyone, go tell him. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, they're gonna fuck it up, though. It's gonna look, if they don't match it up or if it don't come out good, it's gonna look ridiculous. Especially if you don't remove what's there and just paint over what I did. Leave it as an Easter egg. What the fuck is that?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. Me too. It's unfortunate. It almost seems like collabs lately just haven't been working out all that well. I'm glad that you're not dealing with this shit. Because I think I'd be more mad.
Well, I haven't sent the guitar over yet. I got to get it finished, wired up, then it's ready to go. So we'll only wait and see what they want to change on that one.
Probably nothing, because you didn't have any defect in it that you had to fucking fix. I mean, Mike, if they'd sent me a guitar that didn't have a defect in the headstock, never would have had a problem in the first place. I had to redo that headstock twice, and then they wanted me to do it the third time. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Not getting paid for this shit. I'm fucking putting wear and tear on my body. I'm already dealing with injuries that I've had for the last 20 something years cut up to me, and I'm lucky I'm even walking. I broke my fucking neck back in 2007. Had my whole fucking cervical neck, part of my neck repaired. C4, 5, and 6. Titanium plates all through my neck, and rods and fucking screws, a whole 9 yards. And, I do this because I love it, and it keeps me busy regardless of how much pain I put myself through. I don't care. I love working on guitars. After I built my first pedal board on my own and I painted it EVH stripes, but the original one he did, the red and black and white one, I literally have a pedal board just like those colors that I built. And I have two different guitars that I painted. One, the Jackson that I shared with you, and I don't know if I shared the Ibanez with you, but I did an Ibanez too. And the headstock's red background with black stripes, and the body is black background with red stripes. So it's opposite, but it looks cool as hell. After I did it, I remember Trey Settings. I was on his live stream, and he wanted me to email some pictures of it to him, so I did, and he put it on his channel to show everybody. He was like, "Now this is cool." He's like, "Never seen an Ibanez painted in EVH stripes before," and I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love."
Well,
But
Matt, I am sorry that you're going through this.
not anymore. It's out of my hands now, mate. I'm done. I'm done. It is what it is. I just, I guess I should have just. I don't really know, mate. I didn't think I did anything wrong.
I don't think you
So
did. You did what you were told you had creative control. That means creative control. That doesn't mean creative control all except for one part. No.
right, right.
So
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I learned a lesson. You know, I thought that they were solid motherfuckers like you and I and everybody in the chat that pretty much dive off a fucking bridge for each other to try to save each other's life. And apparently, it was not that way, even though I thought it was. But that I emailed you, mate. Like I emailed you um some things that were said to me. I shared them with you. I didn't think you saw them yet though before you went live.
no, I probably didn't.
But
No,
yeah,
actually, I didn't. So
yeah, I shared them with you to show you exactly what was said to me. And it was even worse over the phone. Like it was like I wasn't yelling. I was actually being very passive aggressive. Um, kind of smart ass, but whatever. And then allegedly I can't be trusted to do a finish. Like what, mate?
I didn't
Okay.
get it. I don't
It
have it
didn't.
yet. Nope.
All right, I'll have to resend it to you then.
Well, that
That,
sucks. That
that
sucks. But
yeah, that's all right, mate. It's all right. Shit happens, and then you move on. You know,
mm-hmm.
that is what it is. Fuck it.
Well, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to get it off your chest so you don't sleep on it. So
Yeah, and you know, and then the fact that they were like, they're all almost seemed like they were more worried about losing me as a subscriber as a friend.
yeah.
You're not gonna unsubscribe, are you? I'm not even kidding. What? No, I don't know. You'll have to let me sleep on it, I guess. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Like,
Oh,
I wouldn't.
you check that button, you can uncheck it. So
Right, right. Like, I would never do that to somebody and expect them to still want to be subscribed to me or even want anything to do with me if I was that disrespectful to them. It's just like, I mean, I
and
felt
see,
tread all over.
and there's that word again, disrespect. That's going around a lot this year.
And I said that to him, mate. I said the same thing that we've said to each other over the phone, that disrespect goes a long way.
And there's no expiration date on it.
No, exactly. And he didn't seem to give two flying fucks about that. So, I guess I just shouldn't give two flying fucks either, right?
Yep.
I guess not.
I would say bye, click.
Right? Move on. You know, it's
Water under the
unfortunate,
bridge.
but fucking whatever. Like,
Hmm.
keep on rocking. Just keep rolling with the punches. Hopefully, don't end up in this situation again. I doubt it, though. I doubt it happen again because the most people that I talk to now and hang out with in the chats is all people that I trust and that I talk to and tell personal stories to and shit.
Well, chalk it up as a learned lesson.
Exactly.
At least you didn't spend 3 years learning yours. I guess I'm a slow learner. So
Oh man. Well, you would have known that whole year before if somebody would have told you.
I know.
You know.
Apparently, I'm not good at looking for signs. So
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe I should have been.
yep.
Maybe I
All
should
right.
have been looking for signs. All right, mate. Well,
Well,
thanks.
thank
I
you
appreciate
coming
you.
on. I just wanted you to get it off your chest, man.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
All
It
right.
meant a lot to me for explaining what's going on. So, if you see the head stop, fuck up, guys. It's not my fault. You saw what it looked like in my last video. All right, brother. You have
All
a
right.
good one. I'll talk
Be
to you
good.
later.
Okay.
Later.
Okay. So another thing of disrespect happening. That's just crappy all the way around. That's just bad. Well, Brian, I married one, so oh man. If anybody, hold on here. So I take it somebody on Twitch. Let me show this. Yep. You would have to email me that. And the email is right there because I don't do the Discord or anything. I still have the Discord, but I don't mess with it, at least right now. I haven't for a while. I don't have Instagram, never will. So Yeah, well, the bad part about that, Greasy, is the name Guitar Mafia came from Mad. So Mad, I hope you told them they can't use your title anymore. I forgot to ask you that. So it's just crappy, man. That's all. The whole thing. Yeah, I hate to it. Well, I'm not even going to get into it. Um. Okay, I have a couple of things I want to talk about because I got an interesting email today from someone who watches the show, but I don't think they've ever participated in the chat. And it has to do with this: donating guitar parts. Oh, he's going to keep using it anyway. Oh, okay. So now not only is it disrespect, it's a slap in the face. Okay, I got an email today from a person who watches the show, but I don't think they've ever been in the chat, so I'm not going to say their name. But they talked about the donating of the parts. And they made a suggestion, and I wrote back, I said, thank you for the suggestion. I have to mull it around, and then I'm going to ask the regulars who are in the chat to see what they think about it. So, his suggestion was that I either, and you'll see why I kind of shy against this. He said, create a QR code and put it where that goes, just like someone else's show, where for people who want to help but either don't have the parts or and I don't know where this guy lives, but like someone like Will and Julian, that are out of the country and might want to help, but it would be, way too expensive to send anything over. So he's like, put a QR code for the PayPal where people can just send you the money. And then when they send it, they can put in there to buy parts for whatever. Or he said, go start a Gunner Project GoFundMe page. And I don't know what to do. I don't know. So my question is, what do you think? I mean, I'm being open to you guys because I'm dead set about that. Dead set against asking for money like the other show does every show. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I want your guys' opinion on it. What do you think? Because I am still low on a lot of parts. I don't know what to do. Oh, does it, Mr. I didn't know that. I don't know anything about the GoFundMe. I've never done that before. See, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how. Because I don't want to sit there and say, oh, look, here's the QR code if you want to send money to my PayPal. Yeah, there we go. I'll just do that. But it would be just used for guitar parts. And like I did to the other people the other 2 or 3 that did donate money, I told them I will send them, screenshots, the receipts to show that that's the only where, and none of them wanted it, but I was like, hey, I'll do it. I'm straight. I'm gonna be up front with everything right away. I'm not doing this to get money for me to go buy Starbucks. $100, 2.9 for what? Yeah, I looked at my post office is literally 1 street up and at the end of the block. But they want like $100 and some for a small box for a year. I mean, I know they'll keep the bigger stuff in back and just give it to me when I get there, but I do want to get a post office box though. So I'm just asking you guys, one way. Well, yeah, greasy, yeah, exactly. So, like I said, unfortunately, I only got 5 of them in the beginning, but those tuners would have been perfect for that old guitar. Oh, it's a transaction fee if GoFundMe takes to do. Okay. Because I know on the PayPal you can send it like, was that friends and family? And then I can either transfer it to the bank or I can just use PayPal and pay for stuff. Either way, I'll show the receipts to anybody who wants to see them. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, again, greasy. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. eBay's fee went up. I've never sold on Reverb because I've heard Dane say something like 8%. Something. It was some. It was a pretty big fee that they charged. %. Wow. I don't know. The closest one to me, it's the UPS store. Is probably 15, 20 minutes away. Yeah, I've never sold on Reverb, only bought. To my wife's dismay. So I don't know what to do. It was just suggestion. Apparently this gentleman wants to help but doesn't have parts, so he'd rather do money. Yeah, Brian. Okay. Yeah, I can get one here in town, and it's literally, I'm here on this street, and it's just one street up, and at the end of the same block. So I'm a block away. And I just don't want. I don't want to be compared to the last 3 years. That's the whole thing. That's why I always just said parts, and I wasn't any particular part, any parts. Because, like like Greasy said earlier, I never know what's going to come across the bench, and sometimes the old parts are golden. That's just what I needed. So. I'll think about it. I just don't want to be compared to the last 3 years. But then again, I'm not doing it for Starbucks or whatever. I'm just literally doing it for parts to get guitars out to people who can't afford it. So. Okay, the next thing is some people who are here tonight. Get a Cash App card, and it can be a parts supply. Well, actually, BCG, the parts thing is worked out really well. The only problem with it is it's just not, for lack of a better word, consistent. Because it goes in cycles. There are times where I'll get 2 or 3 boxes or 4 boxes, and I got a lot of parts, and I start using them, and then I don't get any more boxes for 6-8 months. So that's the only bad part about that. Oh, he also, something else he suggested too, which is what the other person did for 3 years. So I didn't want to do that, was create a Amazon list and just put stuff on the list that I would use for this and let people just buy it. But that's why I offer to show the receipts, to show that it's actually being used for what I'm telling you it's being used for. I know I'll have to think it over and figure out, because I just don't want to be compared to that guy. Even though we would be using it for 2 different things. For someone who just comes in new, they're going to say, "Oh, he's asking for money." So, Joey, you still here? Well, I just to put it nicely, I just don't want to be associated with those two anymore. Brian, the last time I got a screenshot of a show that he did, it was like a 45-minute show, and 30 some minutes into it, there was 3 people watching. So I just don't want to be, I just want to get away from those two and keep this up. Because I'm very passionate about getting these guitars done for people. And again, the ones that I do for free are the ones that go to people who are in need. So when I do paint jobs and stuff like that, then that's the ones that I charge for. Because I've only painted one that I give away, and I didn't do it to give it away to somebody. It was one of my own guitars I had, and I painted, and it was sitting here, and I never played it. And then I got a call if I had any, or if I had any, could fix one. And I was like, oh yeah, I got this one. And it was one so they took that one because it had a cool paint job. Hey, John. Is Julian, are you still here? So, I was asked to play one song. Raymond, no, I do not. I never thought about that. Mr. Mick, just keep it how I have it. Okay, thank you. My aunt would let me do that at her store, but I don't think any of the other stores would let me do that. I don't know. I'd have to find out. Anyhow, I was asked, yes, Kramer Beretta I did for him. I was asked, I got a message here because they said they didn't hear it. They weren't here last night. And then Julian wasn't here. So I'm going to play one song, then go to the bench. And it's the one that I've had apparently since the middle of January. Didn't know it till yesterday. And it goes with the scared stuff. And as a kid, I'm talking 4, 5, 6 years old, I was scared to death of being in the dark. So that's what this is about. I'll play this, then we'll go swap the bridges out.
The sun goes down, shadows crawl, whispers echo through the hall. Every corner hides a face, every silence leaves a trace. The night creeps in without a sound, cold hands reaching from the ground. I close my eyes, but still I see evil that weight inside of me. I hear the ticking of the clock, lonely footsteps start to walk. Don't leave me here in the dark tonight. Don't let the shadows steal the light. Every fear I've ever known comes alive when I'm alone. Don't walk away, don't say goodbye. Don't leave me where the nightmares hide. The deepest wound inside my heart is being left alone. In the dark, the hallway stretches endlessly like a road to misery. Every sound becomes a scream. Nothing's ever what it seems. The darkness knows my secret.
I am not playing solos on this. I just did all the rhythm and wrote the words.
The walls are closing in again. A battle I can never win. Don't leave me here in the dark tonight. Don't let the shadows steal the light. Every fear I've ever known comes alive when I'm alone. Don't walk away, don't say goodbye. Don't leave me here, the nightmares hide. The deepest wound inside my heart is being left alone in the dark. I feel the dark, but not the light. I'm losing my guiding light. The empty room, a silent air. Turn around and no one's there. The monster wasn't under my bed. He's the voice inside my head, saying everyone will leave. I'll have nothing left to keep. Don't leave me here in the dark tonight. Don't let the shadows steal the
Took all the
light.
guitars out behind that.
Every fear I've ever known comes alive when I'm alone. Don't walk away, don't say goodbye. Don't leave me where the nightmares hide. The deepest wound inside my heart is being left alone. Left alone in the dark.
There you go. Thank you, guys. I'm trying to, John. Yeah, thank you guys for the you're turning it into an acoustic. Go ahead. Go ahead, Will. Yeah, again, I mean, when I was a kid, they would send me downstairs to get stuff, and I was scared to death. But I did not play the solo on that. I wrote the song, recorded all the rhythm, and wrote the words. But friend of mine stepped in, did the solo. And the funny part was, he just came by for a visit that day to check out. Actually, he wanted to check out the Red Crackle, and I played that for him. And he's like, hey, what are you going to do for a solo? I said, I don't know yet. He's like, I'll do one. Played it, listened to it a couple more times. And then he just grabbed, that was recorded with the red crackle through my Ingle stuff. So he did that right here on the spot. Thank you, Kush. Hey, David. Yeah, go ahead, Will. Turn that into an acoustic. I don't care. Thank you, Multi. Mad, everybody. Yeah. It just, again, I was trying to think of things that scared not just me, but people I knew, what scared them. So, all right, let me get over to the bench. Switch cameras here. And you can see Marshall's beautiful gold and red original Floyd Rose sitting right there. Yeah, so that solo was done on the fly. Oh crap, I need my phone. And he only listened to the song maybe 4 times total and did that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So again, when all these get released, I do not expect to make any money on them. So what would happen is any money that is made on them would be divided between okay. Don't want top messages. You want I guess all message. There we go. All right, guys. Oh. You know what? Let me move this so I can see this better. Put it there a little bit on a slant. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight. Granted, I just put the purple one here a couple weeks ago, so it's never even been played with that on it. But we're going to take this off, and we're going to put this in, and I'm going to give the Guyker a good try. So, let's do this. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to move it out of camera range. Trying to turn away so the sound doesn't nail you guys. Which blocks the sounds better. That's why I like these with this little tray right there, man. So all the ones I make from now on will have this parts tray or Allen tray, Allen whatever, tool tray. maybe there we go. That should pop off fairly easy. There we go. So we will change the studs. I don't need to change the inserts. I believe these are the same threads, and I don't need the rest of this stuff. But I'm telling you, man, you get this tremolo, all your hardware, their version of still don't know how that works, but their version of a detuna, studs, the nut, the bar, and the screws are even same color. So is the bar. All that for $129. And if you go to Guyker and type in Ron Gunner, all one word, capital letters, you get 10% off. I believe this is the same threads. Dang, these are long. Let's find out. Oh man, no. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, it is the same threads. So again, I've never used a Guyker tremolo before. But it looks to be pretty interesting. Got to oil this one. You can hear. So I think that looks pretty good in there. Uh-oh. Okay, for a minute there, I thought that there wasn't enough space on there, but it's working. So cool. Now let me take this off. Then put the springs in it. Great tool to have if you mess with tremolos. Makes it a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier if you can get it. Yeah, this guitar was from Bay Area Rich. It came from Starving Musician right by his house. So thank you, Rich. I did, but I'll put more on it. And let me I think it looks pretty cool. Hold on here. I know the light screws us up some, but I need to find some kind of cover to get rid of the actual brightening of the blinding light that screws everything up here. Okay, so this stuff I actually only need the nut out of this. Yeah, I'm not worried about the screws matching. These ones should be black. Okay, let me put this stuff back in here. Okay, that's all that. Probably shouldn't even try to save these strings, but kind of sucks because they only got about an hour playing on them. And maybe I will try to save them. So I found the easiest way to do that is put 3 per side. Like that. Because I actually painted the engraved Floyd Rose logo on this base plate to match this paint job. So OCD. Sorry. I can't help it. That's the best way to try to save strings right there, because I used to not do it and they'd get all 6 of them get tangled up. Roll them up, put 3 to a side. Okay. You guys can see that. And I know a lot of people don't like them, but I am a firm believer in the top mount. I don't agree with drilling 2 holes through the weakest point of the neck. And they're like, well, the holes aren't that big. Well, they are, because they have to go through to hide the head of the bolt you're putting through it. So not only do you have 2 holes going all the way through, 2/3 of the backside is even bigger to have the head go in it. And Garguts has a neck that's split right there, so I've seen many of those happen. And it's always right there. It just, it's just a weak spot. Well, let's see. Drop the nut, it hit the floor. Now I don't see it. I swear to God, this floor and my desk eats anything that hits the floor. There it is. So, have to take this off. No, I guess I do need the screws. I put the other ones back in it. Well, this. These out. And put them in the top part of the bag. Is it still zippered? Because the bag is separated into 3 spots. And I know there are people that love to have the screws all the way through the neck, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we're different. That's what makes the world go around. I've just fixed too many of them that were broke right there. That it's got to the point where it's got me, I'm not worried about it. I don't want to do that. But if that's what you like and that's what you're used to, then that's what you like and that's what you're used to. If that's what you want, that's what I'll do. Okay, issue number 1. The Floyd holes don't line up with the Guyker holes. So I am not putting a new hole in here. So we're going back to the at least the black base. And I'll use these tops. Yeah, I can't even. Okay. So even though the nut fits everywhere else, the holes are not spaced as much as the Floyd Rose. And when I line it up like that, nope, it won't work. I mean, you'd have to fill those and re-drill them. So that's one issue. And that's not a big issue if, you actually wanted to convert it completely over and leave it that way. But I will use multicolored screws. Here, just use this base. Purple nut screws or the black ones that came with it. Ooh. Oh, well, we may not have another purple one now. Oh, that's right there. All right. Let me put these here for now. So, well, all right. That. But apparently, I also knocked this off. One of these. Colored ones. Hold on. I need to put a ledge. Build a ledge around the top of this. No, it's here somewhere. Do that. Found it. They're good to have a magnet around. And a light. No. MPN, I do not. I do not use any glue or anything. And if the holes are worn out enough to where it would warrant glue, I would just plug the holes and drill new ones. I don't tighten them down completely until I get them both in place. Then yeah. These real quick. Some 10,000. I usually get 3 frets per turn. And for those of you who wonder 10,000, this is 10,000 grit sandpaper. And when I say turn, just that right there. Basically, this is just taking the tarnish off Yeah, I love these fret polishers. Make easy work of it. And again, later this year, I'll be giving away a complete guitar maintenance setup. You'll get one of these with the tray. You will get trem block, at least 15 polishers, 5 in medium, 5 in wide, 5 in extra wide. Attachment for drill tuning pegs, which also does bass guitar and regular guitar. You will get one of these, and that is to tighten 10 millimeter nuts up here. You will get a knob puller, which actually goes underneath like that, and then you slide that over top, pinch and pull your knob off, and a bunch of other stuff. Be a full maintenance kit going to one lucky winner, and it'll have pretty much everything you need to keep your guitar maintained. Okay, so and we will have a drawing later on. You know, I might end up doing 2. Might do one this month, since this is the 6th month, and then do one in the beginning of December. Matter of fact, I'm just going to say, yeah, that's what. It's always a little difficult to try to save the strings. Try it. So there we go. I'll give away 2 big kits. One, just say within the next, well, before the end of this month. Then we'll do one in December too, before Christmas. How's that sound, guys? But Peggy, you can only win one kit. You can't win them both. Man, I can't get over how good that looks. Original Floyd. Red stainless steel upgrades. That brass block. The only thing it needs is a push-in arm, but that's all right. Not everybody likes those. And I get it. See how Guyker goes. So far, the tightening that up Didn't feel loose like you get on the cast ones from the specials. Because you can tell when you're tightening those up, they're like every time you change strings, you can feel it. Like I can't tighten it anymore. Oop. Drop that behind there. Wow, I'm telling you, this floor eats stuff. Well, thank God I got 14 more of them. Because I don't even see that down there. Oh, that's why it bounced clear over here. Yeah, the saddles actually feel pretty good. That was the only thing that had me a little bit on the concerned side. But I think we're good with that. So thank you, Brian, for getting me with your hooked up with your person, because it worked out. I appreciate that. Anytime I can help somebody save some money, it's a win. I don't care who you are. Everybody likes saving some cash. But there was no issues, no nothing. It went smooth as can be. It was almost like it was back when I got all the stuff from all the gun companies. Because there was never, they're like, oh, you need that? You need that? And it showed up. Like, wow, thanks. Are you kidding me? And we're not talking no-name companies. We're talking like Wilson Combat, BCM, Glock, Sig Sauer. They all, here, Ron, have a gun. Cool. H&K sent one. I couldn't believe that. You know, it's like the Wilson Combat sent me a $3,500 rifle, mine to keep. But I can't get a string company for guitars to send me 10 packs of strings. Amazing. know this is going to need readjusted. So dang it. I'm still not, here it is 2 days past the stainless steel fret job. I'm still feeling the issues of it. Okay, let me put this away. These. Don't want to lose these. So that actually looks pretty cool. I forgot to put this back on. It's so nice to have the tools right where you know they are. Don't have to sit here and look for stuff. Say, I know it was here. I just used it 14 days ago. How hard is that? Right there. It's back. It's where it needs to be. And guess what? It's always there if you put it back. So, I don't know if this is still charged. My Strobo Plus HD is mounted to the shelf here. I love strobe tuners. Not be. Oh, wait, there we go. Those in the middle, which I think they are. Yeah, I think I did that yesterday. I almost had the A perfect. Almost the D. Ooh, that went down. We are sharp. So I've got to back that out some. Need the other screwdriver. This looks like it sits back farther. I mean, look, this is why. I mean, that's like, there's barely, that barely clears those corners. So it sits back a little farther than the Floyd does. I'll do this. Come on, get in there. And come on, dang it. I hate wires. All right, leave it off of this. And I just threw all the screws for that. Sorry, guys, if I'm not paying attention to the chat. I will catch up on it here in a minute. Holy crap. You know what? I might be able to get away with just 2 springs with this one. That would be awesome. Because I actually prefer 2 springs instead of 3. I have to tighten it up some back now. Yep. Probably could have left it right where it was and just took that middle spring out and it'd been fine. This is the part that a lot of people hate when messing with the Floyd Rose or Floyd Rose type tremolo. They hate doing all the adjusting. Nope. Here go in some more. Been one of those weeks. I have to back it out just a hair now. Yep. I got it in too far. We are level and in tune. Cool. Now let me tighten. This in a man, I love strobe thinners. We are in tune. It is level. Now, we put the back cover back on it. I just got to find the screws when I took the neck stand away. I flipped the screws everywhere. There's 3. No, half of them. Hold on, let me sit down here. Two. 2 more. Those I got a lot of, so I'll get another one here shortly. How about that? I didn't have to black tape any connections. And we are down to 2 springs instead of 3. Shut that off. Love strobe tuners. There we go. Now let me wipe the fingerprints off this. All this stuff back out of the way. That back up. That right there. That back there. That's for the whiskey guitar. That goes right there. This goes in here. Let me get this real quick. Requires quick detailer. I do not use the middle pickup. So I sink them down all the way. And I never really did because, well, granted, I don't play like I did when I was in my 20s, but back then I did it because my picking style, I always hit them. So I just moved them out of the way and left them there. Yeah, this light washes this out a lot because it's actually darker than what you're seeing. I took it all off. Didn't want to do that. Didn't quite need it. I won't even fit in there. Now we use the bigger one. tomorrow I'm going to start sanding on Marshall's Paradise guitar body. And hopefully I get a chance this week to paint it this coming week. All right, guys. Uh-oh. But I really can't judge it till it sits overnight. New tremolo and everything on it. But there you go. Let me switch over back to the desk and I'll show it. It is definitely eye-catching, especially on this guitar. So, kind of like that. Switch cameras here. There we go. All right. Let me turn this light up. Right. Kind of washes it out. I'm going to turn the light down. So, yeah. Make sure that one is snug. Yeah, I mean, it's there now. I got to find the right light. It's one's too bright, one's too dark. And it's washing it out. You can't see the down two. Well, heck, you can see a little bit. So we'll see. Let it sit overnight. Cool. I like it. That is. Yeah. I don't don't know if I do the, if I try this. Oh, that washes it out too. Dang it. Okay, so it fits. It does fit in the standard Floyd route. Sits back a little farther, but it still fits. And the only issue was the nut, 2 screws. The screw holes for the Guyker, and it may just be that one too. I don't know if it's all of them or not, but they were a little off. So yeah. Let me hang this back up. It'll glow the orange. Ow, that hurt. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. And if it holds up, it's gonna be hard to beat for $130. Look at the comments here. Okay, what did I miss, guys? No mic again? Why is that showing? Stephen had a question on a mirrored guitar. What was your question, Stephen? Depends on how the pickup itself is wired, Lewis. Sometimes you'll get, why does it keep? Sometimes you'll get, what'll happen is, well, show the Whiskey Gambler, which, Julian, you didn't see this yesterday. The Whiskey Gambler. So it depends on how it's actually wired in the pickup, Lewis. Sometimes you can get both full set, but a lot of times you'll get the front one here and the back one here when you're in the middle. Love that. Love that card, that deck of cards right there, man. That is so cool. Yeah, so sometimes you'll get both completely, but a lot of times you get just this half, the front half, and the back half together. So who is Steve, and what's the question about that mirrored guitar? Actually, thank you, David. Actually, Greasy could have answered that. That was his guitar originally. Oh, about his? Okay. Is he still here? I mean, I don't see. Let me move this. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. Richard, how much was the Guyker trim? All that for $129. But if you go here and then on checkout, type in that code exactly like that, you save 10%. And you get a lot, I mean, you get everything. Reading the thing about a search party. Nice, I know he's doing some TLC on this guitar, but I have a question about the mirror. Trying to find it here. You have a question on the mirror. Notice when I play and bend, I really don't have the sustain you would normally have. You can hear the scratching on the strings from the frets. Oh, you need to polish the frets then really good. No, I do not have that issue. Not at all. I keep the frets, as polished as I can. And I used to do it with the Dremel tool and the little wool pads and a bunch of polish. Then I came across what is called the Fretzler. And then a guy kind of made a variant on that on the 3D printer, and he put it out there for everybody to make. So I took it and then made some changes to it, which I consider improvements. And that's what I use. And there's no mess. I make them, and they all have. I start with depending on how bad the frets are. Go 400, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, then 10,000 grit. So if you're feeling, if you're hearing this and noticing that, then yeah, your frets need polished. So I hope I got all the questions. Well, Greasy, I've been dropping stuff like crazy this week. I'm telling you, all the filing and everything on those stainless for Marshall had my hands cramped like crazy. See, how much was the Guyker? Yeah, okay, answered that one. the Kaler Spider. Don't have one, but I know they've been changed. Oh, well, now everything went. Now it jumped down. Let's see. Mullet. Do you have a favorite sustain block? Yes, I do. I go with the fat brass 37 or 39. A couple of them I have the 42s in them, but they I can't put the back cover on. What acoustics do you got? Actually, I do not have that many acoustics, Will. That red one's a cheap one. The black one is a bass. And then I do have my dad's Cadillac acoustic, which he fell for and bought the Estevan version. I had two Alvarez, had a 12-string Alvarez Yari, which I sold. And then I had the 6-string Alvarez Yari that I sold. And I do have a Kramer Farrington, which is an acoustic electric thin body. So, I can show you a photo of the one. I think it's the 6-string acoustic. This was from 1989. I loved Alvarez guitars, and I ended up selling both of them, and I've hated. I sold my Kramer Ripley, which I forgot I sold it. I thought I still had it, and I found out I don't have it anymore. Oh, actually, I have both. This was in the studio with the 6-string. $1989. And then this was probably 1992 with the 12-string Alvarez. Loved them both. K4P7. For the Jackson DK Erie dress sorrel that I got 6 months ago. That wasn't 6 months ago, was it? Billy, you still in here? That was like, what was that? Yeah, it was a straight drop in. I didn't have to change anything. Yeah, Rich, I loved them. Sadly I sold them both. And then let's see. Yeah, I thought I still had this, but I don't. This was in the studio in 87. That was my Ripley. There, and well, it's not very, you can't see the headstock better on that one. And my ESP M1 Custom 1987, I wish to God I still had. It was actually like a competition yellow, but the camera here tries to overcorrect it. Had a yellow Seymour Duncan made by MJ, and I took the chrome ESP tremolo off and put a Floyd on it. And the only thing I have left from that guitar is the strap you see me wearing right there, and I have the original chrome ESP tremolo still off of it. Did I reuse the post? Yes, I did. I did reuse the post. Here you go. See the star over top of my head? There's the inner jacket with the words. I highlighted the words there for All the King's Men, which I recorded, Steve, with that mirrored guitar. Is that the... Yeah, that's the 12-string Alvarez right there. Come on, focus in. All the violin and bass with the bow. There's a little better, wait a minute, better one. There's a little better photo of me with the ESP. Come on, folks. You still can't see the color, though. It was like a competition yellow. There's a couple of the other one. Been into guitars for years. Yes, it does have the original pickups in it, and yeah, that's right. Greasy upgraded to the titanium screws and stuff. So, yeah, Wild, I will do that. So, Stephen, if you want to hear that guitar, here is the only song I have, because I just got it this year from Greasy. And this is the only song I have that I used to record with it, or I used it for recording. Right here. And it's the original pickups. Again, the only thing that's different is Greasy put titanium hardware in it. I think I took the shim out of it, but I don't know if I did it. Excuse me. I don't know if I did it before or after I recorded this. Yes, I will email this to you. So here is the mirrored guitar. After? Okay.
In the days of old, lived kings and queens. In a land of dragons, wizards and dreams. Men wore suits of steel, riding stallions of stone, fighting for their honor in a world to call their own. Across the fields of blood, you'll hear the swords clash. You'll hear their shields smash. Though many are fallen, their souls will never die. Just one dreaded listen. You'll hear the dreaded cry. All the king's men, driven from within, fighting to survive, dying their only sin, their only thrills to kill. Shadows stand still, out on the battle plains, their blood begins to spill. Yeah! Now as the smoke clears, the battle draws near. The sound of
War
the
holler?
screams, they seem to disappear. As the men ride away, the battlefield is cold. Alone
I don't
in
know.
the corner, the king he sits alone. All the king's men, driven from within, fighting to survive, dying their only sin, their only thrills to kill. Shadows stand still, out on the battle plains, their blood begins to spill. All the king's men, driven from within, fighting to survive, dying their only sin, their only thrills to kill. Shadows stand still, out on the battle plain, their blood begins to spill. Yeah!
Messed up the ending right there. But other than that, it's fine. Email won't deliver. Oh, okay. So that, yeah, Steve, that was the original pickups and everything that came in it. Like I said, the only upgrade to it was when Greasy had it, he upgraded the to the titanium hardware. So I pulled the I did take the shim out, but did I put a bigger block in it? I don't remember. I've worked on so many Floyds, it's like, wow. I don't remember which ones I've done what to now. So Steve, thank you. Thank you for dropping in. I hope you decide to stay and in the future and have more questions answered and eventually get on the show. Will. Yes, Will. Let me. You know what? Do I have them? Oh my God. Hold on. Let me see if they are here. No, they're on the other computer. All right, I'll email them to you. You want the words for all the king's men too? That might be here. No. Okay. You know, Derek, you missed out that Roadcaster, like what I'm using right here. It ended up selling for $100, and I couldn't believe it. Let me be sure here before I say anything. $160. Wow. And that one was $8.99 when I got it. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, any of you guys are able to come on here. That is not an issue. Let me look here in the. Yeah, it must be. They're all on the other computer. I'll get them to you. I'll get them to you tomorrow. Because I have to go to my daughter's in the early afternoon, late afternoon. And I'll be there till probably midnight or so. By the way, the song The Dentist was recorded on the green and black crackle Charvel. It's this one. That's the one. Is that the one to put the new Guyker knobs on? By God, it is. So this was used for the dentist. And this one has the Sentient and Pegasus in it. So, yeah, I love this one. I love them all. As Ozzy would say, I love you all. Where's my horse and pfeffer? Greasy, you remember that? Anybody in here remember that? Where's my horse and pfeffer? Peggy remembers it. What's it from? I want my horse and pfeffer. I can tell you this, it wasn't real, but it was. The Bugs Bunny cartoon. Nope, Bugs Bunny cartoon. And Yosemite Sam was the chef trying to cook Bugs Bunny. And the king was yelling, "Where's my horse and pfeffer?" See, useless information, full of it. Does anybody remember this line from a very famous movie from 1976? They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Anybody who knows that movie knows that line. Oh, I grew up on Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny is the best. Julian, there you go. Carrie. Sissy Spacek. The Towering Inferno. That was great. I loved that movie. And I tell you what, when they shot the line across the skyscrapers and they had to ride that buggy across that chair, I'd have stayed in the one that's burning. Took my chances. Yep, 1976, Carrie. That was what her mom was telling her, and then when they dropped the blood on her and everybody was laughing, you heard it. They're all going to laugh at you. And John Travolta and The girl cop from RoboCop was the girl that actually pulled the blood. I swear to God, I was just going to say, Irwin Allen, Poseidon Adventure. That Ernest Borgnine was great in that movie, and Gene Hackman, and what's her name? The Ernest Borgnine's wife. That name I can't remember. Where she swam and ended up dying from a heart attack. Yep. Yeah, he don't look nothing like that. I would not. You see pictures of him today, and it's like, wow, I can't believe that's the same guy. He was great in the movie House. Shelley Winters. Yep. Oh yeah. I watched Creature of the Black Lagoon today. I wish they would do it in order on that channel. It's the Universal Monster channels on Pluto. They play Creature of the Black Lagoon, then The Creature Walks Among Us, which is the third one, and then a day and a half or so from now, it'll be the second one, which was Revenge of the Creature. You're 40. My son's 38. And the girl, I can't think of her name, but the girl that's in Revenge of the Creature is an actress, again, from the 40s and 50s. She's very pretty, but what gets me is her voice. She did voicing for cartoons, and I think it was Warner Brothers for the Bugs Bunny cartoons when they had Mom, like the cat and the dog, wanted to keep the cat, and you hear the lady, the wife or the woman of the house saying, "Oh, Claude, you can't," or whatever the name was. I think she voiced that, because when the minute she starts talking in Revenge of the Creature, it's like, I know that voice. My God, I was born in the 1900s. My son is 38, and he loved watching the Power Rangers, Goosebumps, any pro football, and WWF wrestling. Yeah, he liked the Green Ranger. The Green Ranger, and then Ultimate Warrior. I have photos of him dressed up as the Ultimate Warrior for Halloween. My daughter watched Rugrats. Well, we took him to a match and he jumped in the ring, ran away from us down. He wasn't very old. Jumped up, climbed up in the ring, and was running off the ropes, and they were trying to catch him. He's jumping and do a big elbow on the ground or in the mat. Like, oh my God, he's not my kid. I don't know who he is. He was just here. See, I grew up on the Monkees, Speed Racer, Ultraman, Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, and the Bugs Bunny. I wanted the Mach 5 car. Till he turned green. That's the whole part of being the Hulk. Johnny Quest. Yeah, that was Race band and shown the difference between concealment and cover since the 60s. There we go. Billy, you're still Herbie the Love Bug. You know what? If it's still there, I'll get a photo of it tomorrow. Right behind, which I said, the post office is one street up at the end of my block, one street up, and behind it is a repair garage. And there is a Herbie the Love Bug sitting back in the back like they're waiting on parts. It's identical. It's sitting there with the striped 53 on it. I saw it yesterday. Yeah, and I grew up on if it's there, I'll get a photo of it and send it to you tomorrow. What the heck was it? I was just going to say. Oh, like the old Walt Disney movies with Kurt Russell when he was literally a teenager. Like the one about he was in college and got shocked by the computer and became real smart. Ghostbusters. I love the Ghostbusters. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've seen those movies. And I can't even tell you how many times I saw Purple Rain. I took a different girl to each one. It's a perfect movie to take a girl to. Like I said, I think I paid for at least 2 Victoria's Secret stores. It's true, Peggy. That was the worst thing they did was give me a credit card back in the 80s. Because I would always send a thank you gift. Yeah, a lot of I just love the older movies, man. They're just so, and the actresses from the 40s and 50s, where it was so they just looked like it was classy, and not the half naked ones now that wear a see-through dress and then get mad when you say something about it. Well, there was just the golden years of Hollywood. There was an elegance about it. Now it's gone. Now it's like standing on a corner in New York City. Good night, Lewis. Yeah, lots of good old movies, man. In let's see, In Harm's Way, World War II movie, Pacific. I was surprised that they put basically oh my God, what's his name? Now I gotta look it up. He more or less rapes a woman in that movie. I mean, they don't show anything, but that's basically what happened. Cast of In Harm's Way. Kirk Douglas. Larry Hagman was in that. A lot of stars in that movie. John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Patricia Neal, Henry Fonda, Burgess Meredith, Larry Hagman, Carol O'Connor, Slim Pickens, Patrick O'Neill, George Kennedy. That and then From Here to Eternity was a great movie too. The first one. The first one was the best. Did you guys watch Revenge of the Nerds first? Or yet? The first one? you guys got to watch Gung Ho. Not the World War II one. Well, that's a great movie too, but I wasn't in that one. Not yet working like a dog out here. There you go. See, every time Ogre comes in here, I just want to drink. Well, it would have to be my ocean spray, but through a trophy. As everybody's chanting, Ogre, Ogre. See if I can find. Okay, Revenge of the Creature was 1955. Lori Nelson is the actress's name. But her voice, as soon as she starts talking in that movie, you'll know her voice. This is her. Right here. Now here's one part of the movie right there. But her voice, man, she is just, as soon as you hear it, I was like, whoa, wait, I know that voice. All right, everybody. We are a little over 3 hours. I'll play one song, then we'll call it a night. What do you want to hear? One Night Eternal, Lizzie, the Ed Gein, Pain, The Dentist, Alone in the Echo, Jack the Ripper, Devil's Blueprint, whatever. What do you guys want to hear? We'll just hear one, then we'll call it a night. they're slowly remodeling their house, so I got to work on a bunch of it. Good night, True. Now you guys pick. We're just going to play one. That's it. I knew you was going to say that, David. I figured you'd either say that or Alone in the Echo. Well, since David is the only one that actually answered, we'll go with that one. So I figured I figured you would say The Dentist or One Night Eternal or Alone in the Echo. All right, where's that? Blood Crown of Dracula is what it is called. And this is it.
In the shadows of Carpathian sky, wolves begin their mournful cry. Castles stone soaked in blood rain, the king of death shall rise again.
Good night, Billy. Love the knobs on this.
When he calls, pale white skin with a razor. descend from skies of black. Once he comes, no turning blood red eyes, watching from the midnight skies. Dracula, eternal king, death follows in the shadow he brings. Dracula is the cries of the damned beneath the skies. From the grave he will rise. Dracula survives, the castle sleeps, and evil breeds beyond the dead of night. Shite!
All right, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out. This thing's getting ready to die. Thank you all for the red lights on. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Nothing tomorrow, but I will see you guys Friday and Saturday. Friday, hangout. People that want to come on, let me know. We'll do it. With that, before this completely dies, good night, everybody.